Right, I'm putting in these freeze plugs in the very front, and I'm gonna, power steering's gotta come off here. It's just connected right here. And then I'm gonna degrease this around it. And this one over here, I already did some degreasing on. I'm gonna take this bracket off. I already loosened it up. And once it's off, I should have enough access to hit that through and then put a new one in. I almost didn't want to change them because these front ones look pretty good. But I guess I'll go ahead and change them anyway. This one, it does have a little bit of a lip on it where it looks like maybe it's going bad, or maybe it wasn't installed properly. I don't know. This was installed like over 10 years ago, so I'll change that out and we'll go from there. Even if they look somewhat clean on the outside, you can see it was a little grimy, but it looked clean. And the other side's kind of got some stuff going on, and it looks like it did get pushed out by the cooling system a little bit, or it just wasn't installed deep enough anyway. Probably my fault. Pretty sure I installed these when I was like 18, so, and I'm 31 now, so. Alright, so this is the first time I've seen the back of these in over 10 years, so think about that. This one came out very easy. Still got the original orange paint on it. Once again, didn't look too bad, but, you know, the other side's got a little corrosion. It was probably going to be a while before it went bad. And I had driven this car for about 6 years, so 6 years of neglect and lots of miles. So that's what it looks like. Now the other ones in the back, the ones in the back were horrible. But I'm replacing these steel ones with these here, and they won't rust out. So okay, we got that in there, and I had to take the power steering pump off to get this on. And it's in there. I mean, it's funny how they look like they're, you know, not even in there, but you go to check and they're doing their job. They're in there pretty good. So both sides are in. Now all of them have been replaced. So over here, can't see that one, but that one's new. This one down here is, and again, I put silicone around on the outside and everything because I'm paranoid. And these are going to get replaced after the engine is installed in the car, because the headers, I'm afraid that since the headers are in there, that the headers will be hard to actually get on if the plugs are in the way. So those will be replaced then. And looks like, oh yeah, that's high temp silicone. I couldn't get these to seal, and you can see this is high temp silicone here is what that is. But all the gaskets that I bought, I would always have an exhaust leak no matter what. And I heard one of my friends, he runs Circle Track, and he uses a lot of 350 Chevys, and he said that they used high temp silicone to seal it. So that's what I did, and I got some left over that I got to take off. And after that, I never had another exhaust leak. So, you know, that might be something, if you're having problems, it might be something you look into. It does pose a headache. I mean, if you're trying to take the headers off, and you got to clean all this up again and then put stuff back on. But it does seal it. So now, I think we're going to clean up this engine the rest of the way and install this little bugger. I do need to order a water pump. As I think what I'll end up doing is running this water pump when I first get it installed. And then as soon as I've ran it a couple of times, I'm going to take this water pump off and replace with a new one. Went ahead and cleaned everything up for about 20 minutes, half an hour or so. Got a little bit of this off. I mean, it's starting to look a lot better. Still got a bunch of goop that I got to get from like back there and a little bit in the crevices here. But I might not even clean this water pump off any more than it already is, because I plan on replacing it. So this, I did put this back on here just to sit. I don't want to lose it. And it sitting here is a lot better than somewhere in my garage, because I have a couple of these and I'm pretty sure some of them are bad. So this one I know runs good, and I don't want to get one of the bad ones and put on and have issues later. So this is going to stay here, and then I put this little bracket back on so I wouldn't lose it either. So those front two freeze plugs are in, and I think they're going to do fine. If they don't, well, I'll make a video of that too. So this is the old fuel pump here. It's pretty dirty. And this I'll go ahead and get a new one, put a new one on. You never know, these last forever typically, but you know, I'll probably just keep that as a spare. It's one of those things where I'd like to just get new stuff because I'm paranoid. And other than that, it's about really all I did today on this. Got that done pretty quick, and I kept this fan belt here as a spare. Well, I took it off because I need to go and get a new one, so that I have it, and then I'll just use this as like a backup in case I'm ever in the back roads of Tennessee and I need to change it or something. This one, it's got a couple spots that are it's kind of getting rough in a few areas, but I'm sure I could just use this if I wanted to. Now, as for the other one, I have no idea what happened to the other one. So, that's going to be fun, trying to track that little bugger down. Well, that's about all